Joined live via Zoom by personal growth author Thomas Fellows to discuss cognitive bias. And in a world where 99% of people struggle with it, how can it be a good thing? Thomas, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to have you.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's start again with, for those who did not see our interview on cognitive bias, give us a definition of what it is and why people struggling with it, how it can be a good thing.
Yes, so cognitive bias is basically a mental shortcut, a type of heuristics, if you will. And essentially, a cognitive bias would be, hey, an older person knows more than a younger person. A person who has a title really has a lot of power, is successful, rather than just focusing on what the person is actually doing. And one of my favorite quotes is a Carly Fiorina quote. Carly Fiorina ran for president in 2015, and she once said, focus on the value you bring instead of the title you have.
And so when, Thomas, when was a prominent moment when someone recognized value in something that you did that didn't involve a title?
Yes, so I had a teacher named Tiffany Boozer, who is arguably my favorite teacher at Westminster in Atlanta, where I went. And the only detention I got the rule changed by writing a petition, getting over 100 signatures signed, and the rule got changed 2 summers later. So literally, the only detention I got the rule changed. Maybe I should run for president one day.
Yeah, congratulations. Can you tell us what that rule was?
Yes. So I would say another quote about value and so forth is the people who understand what true value is oftentimes bring the most value to their organization. So if you look at Alexander Hamilton, in my opinion, is the most important figure in American history because he, made our economy what our economy is today. And the classic question that people always ask during presidential elections, or the classic comment is, it's the economy, stupid.
Thomas, what have you been up to the last few years that have added value to America?
Well, I've written 10 books, and by the way, Miss Boozer, Tiffany Boozer, her goal was to have a student acknowledge her in a book. And I actually wrote 10 books by the age of 32. I'm going to show you a picture of Miss Boozer real quick. That's me and her. That's her and I about 9 years ago. But she's always encouraged me through the years. We had a conversation senior year. She said, Thomas, what Westminster people do is they just try to, make enough money to send their kids to Westminster again. Nobody does anything very special. And eschewing false modesty, I have done something special the last few years. From May of 2021 to March of 2025, I've appeared on TV hundreds of times, sometimes while working a full-time job at the same time. So she inspired me, and hopefully as a result, I can be an inspiration to others.
Yes, you definitely are. Thomas, always great to have you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.